Greetings and welcome to another episode of CEO Chatter Live. I'm your hostess, the award-winning editor-in-chief of Swagger Magazine, Fancy. And today I have a special guest for you all. I'm excited because she is not too far from me. She's also from Louisiana. So even though I'm not originally from Louisiana, that is where I'm based. So I'm just happy to be able to, connect with someone that's not too far out there or anything. So in the before I bring our guests on, I always like to give you all a minute to let us know in the comments where you're watching from. And then also, if you don't mind sharing this broadcast with your network, I don't mind if you happen to leave for a second so that you can do so and then come back to us because this is going to be a really interesting conversation. I'm excited because she's doing something really big in the near future and I want to know more about it. And I'm certain that you guys are going to learn more about it as well. So give me 1 second to make certain I share the broadcast on my page. It would seem like I'd at least have the page pulled up. Okay, so let me introduce. Well, she's going to introduce herself, but let me bring her in, guys. Just a second. Greetings.
Hey everyone, how y'all doing?
How are you doing?
I'm fine, and yourself?
I'm really good. It's Monday. No, Mondays normally be like just kind of a drag, or I kind of hate to deal with them. But I'm actually happy on this Monday, so I don't know. And the sun is shining, so it's good here.
Yes, this is nice out here too. It's nice in New Orleans, y'all.
So I always like for the guests to introduce themselves. I feel like you all can do it better than I can. So if you don't mind taking a few minutes to introduce yourself to the audience, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
So my name is Symone Smith. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm a mom, and I'm an author, influencer. I am a mentor, business consultant, and I have a creative marketing company.
That's really cool. So, how long have you been in business and what does a workday consist of for you?
So I've been in business now for over 5+ years, and a workday consists of me doing first I pray. I pray every morning. Then after I say my prayers, I begin my day by checking my calendar, rebriefing myself, and just clearing any type of outside and inside noise that stop me as a writer that will interfere with when I decide to want to write my children book, my adult novels, my schedule, and maintain being a parent.
Oh wow, so you do a lot of writing. I didn't realize that. So what was it that sparked your interest in writing? Is that what you more so offer as a marketer, like the writing aspect of things?
So as a marketer, I really offer having business consultation and creating products and having to have everything well written so that you understand your ideas. With my creative marketing company, I come up with the ideas for the business to therefore take the next step with their design team into putting product into mass production.
Gotcha. Okay. So now you also have your podcast. Where can we hear this? I know that it's a business podcast, but you also talk about other topics as well. So where can we listen to that?
You're going to be able to listen to it on the radio station. I am getting ready to work with 96.3, and that is going to happen April 22nd, where I'm going to be broadcasting Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on the radio.
Oh wow, that's really awesome.
Yeah, I'm really
It,
excited as well.
is this your first time on radio or you've been on
Yes,
it before?
this is going to be my first time on the radio because every any other time I use my own television network, which is Magnificent TV. You can download it for Android or your iPhone. And I'm also on Instagram as Podcast Magnificent.
Gotcha. Okay. So you mentioned your children's books earlier. When is your next children's book coming out?
So the next children book, it was scheduled to be out in March. Something happened with my printer, so it's going to be available on all platforms this month.
Okay.
And the title
Oh,
of the book is called Sugarcane Land. And I'm doing a big book drop in December of a full series of children books.
okay. So how long have you been writing children's books?
I started writing children's books for the pandemic when the world was closed and I lost my job and I was at home and I had to be teacher mom for my son and my daughter. And that's when I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put out a book because he was struggling really bad with his alphabets and writing sentences and with periods. And I just made him a book and I shared it with the whole world. And everyone really loved that interaction of the book.
Oh, that's cool. So you wear a lot of hats, I see. So now, I think one of the most exciting hats that I've read about, that you're doing is that you're going to be performing at the BET Awards. So, what song are you performing? Can you tell us more about that? Like, how did that even? Because you've talked about a lot of things, but I don't think you've mentioned you being an artist yet. I don't know.
No, I haven't mentioned it. That's something that I really like. It's exciting, and I don't like how sometimes when people see me as an artist, especially as a songwriter who write my own lyrics, a lot of people say, "Are you famous? Are you famous?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just like everybody else who work hard, who get a job, and have to maintain that job." But being an artist and being a songwriter, it gives me freedom and liberty of just being able to relax and release and express myself musically, and I really do enjoy that. And I'm excited to be performing for the first time at the BET Awards June 24th of 2023. And the title of my song is God Took His Time When He Made Me. Now, it's not a gospel song at all because I don't want anyone to think, oh, yeah, you said God took your time when He made me. No. Me being a woman is very important because, as you know, a woman came from a man and it wasn't a rushed creation. It was something that was well thought about, well designed, well put together. And I wrote a song about how God took his time when he made me. And for the pandemic, I had to restart my whole life over. And that's what I really based my song off. So it's very
Wow.
exciting lyrics.
So you wrote this song during the pandemic.
I wrote it in 2017 and I decided to put it out in 2023.
Cool. Okay. So is this like will this be the debut of the song or is it already released? Can we be listening to it now or what?
No, this a performance will be the debut of the song.
Oh wow. So and this is your first performance?
This is my first BET Award performance. But
But
I
you
mean,
performed in other places though.
mhm.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just making certain. I'm like, wow, because that's a big, just the very first time. That's why I was like, wait, has she actually? Okay, got you. That's cool. That's really cool. So, are
Mhm.
you? You mentioned being from New Orleans or being in New Orleans. Now, are you originally from New Orleans?
Yes, I'm originally from New Orleans. I'm from Algiers. I'm from the West Bank, which is the best bank. Yes, I went to Havens, Oliver Perry Walker. Then for Katrina, I had to graduate from Provine, Mississippi. So that was really exciting because I got to not wear a uniform for the first time.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm originally from Macomb, Mississippi. I do not know where Provine is because I don't really know. Seem like where anything is at in
Oh,
Mississippi,
it's in
but
Jackson.
oh, that's what it is. Okay, okay. So that's an hour and a half away. All right, cool. Yeah, I have my kids in Jackson, so yeah. All right. So you're also an independent artist. Like, what is that like? Because you have to manage yourself, and I know that can be. And is it difficult? Do you find it to be difficult?
It is very difficult. It is not easy to be an independent artist because I have to run my whole schedule based upon an hour or sometimes 45 minutes. Even if I don't get it done, I have to change the subject. It don't matter if I'm not completed. It doesn't matter if I'm not finished. I have to give myself only an hour, only 45 minutes to accomplish certain things, and that's it. I have to come back tomorrow to make sure that it's done because I don't want to give all my time just to my music, knowing I still have a business, I still have to be a mom. So I'm very structured. I have a routine and I'm very time management conscious. And that is something that being a full independent artist is very, very consuming. And I have to be accurate. I have to articulate. I have to know how to properly save and budget because I purchase everything myself. Like when it comes to video production, I'm responsible for my own video production. I'm responsible for my own photo shoots. I'm responsible for booking my photo shoots. I'm responsible for purchasing my costumes for my photo shoots. I am responsible for making sure that my makeup is done if I cannot afford a makeup artist. I'm responsible to have my nails done. And if I can't afford a tech, then I'm wearing press ons because sometimes I can't afford that 2 hour wait or that 3 hour wait or booking in advance because I still have to be mom. I still have to be a business. I still have to go. So being an independent artist is very, very disciplined of self. That is the very most important key that a lot of independent artists have to understand. You have to have self structure, self discipline, and be self motivated.
So let me ask you this, just as I'm listening to what you said about being an independent artist, like and how you're able to manage yourself. Do you also manage other people?
No, not at this
Oh,
time. A lot of people ask me, "Can you manage me?" And I'm like, Shh, until I master myself, I am not bringing anything else on in the music world to where I have to book appointment, schedule, tell you go here, tell you go there, tell you what to do, tell you where I don't see you, tell you where I want to see you, tell you where I need to go. No,
yeah,
I can't.
I
I
feel
can't
you.
at this time.
And that actually sounds like a lot of what I do with my public relations clients, even though I don't really work in booking, but it kind of crosses over a little bit. So yeah, I get that. So so what new products are you coming out with this year?
So I have a new fragrance coming out this year. And from my fragrance, I have a body mist, a body lotion, a body wash. I have some air freshener, a new 15 books, a business magazine reoccurring, and I'm working on some new line of handbags with a different fabric. And I don't want to give it away all at once, but that is going to be the next thing.
Wow. So basically it sounds like you're gonna be doing for one a skincare line. Is that what you're kind of gearing up for?
Yes, I changed the
Okay.
name of my skincare cream because at first it was called Door Decor Skincare, and I'm not going with Door Decor Skincare anymore because I had a business name change, so I'm not announcing the name until the actual debut of the skincare line.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. So as far as for your marketing agency, let me make sure I get your banners up. So for those who might be interested, can you tell us a little bit more about that? Like, what do you typically see people struggle with in that area when they come to you? You know?
So a lot of people have a lot of things as far as when they've been in business for 20 plus years or 30 years, they're always looking for fresh and new ideas of material. That's where I come in to give a person who's been in business for a long time, who is looking for a new idea, who is looking for a new product, who is looking for something that they have not yet created. That is what my business do. Now, if you're a smaller business and you're looking to get yourself established, like, okay, you want to take your kitchen or you want to take your living room business and you want to now turn it into a LLC, a S corp, a C corp. I assist you in those online courses, how to set it up, how to go about setting it up. What do you actually need to have as far as a business background, business management? What type of classes should you take? I teach customer service, and those are all online courses on my website. I also teach how to become an author, and I help with getting published, and I also assist with book placement.
Okay, so you do a lot. If you don't mind my asking, like, what did you do? Because you mentioned that you lost your job during the pandemic. What did you do prior to working solely for yourself?
I was working at University Medical Center here in New Orleans on Canal Street. I was a tech, and I would go check the vitals, make sure that the patient was dry and not soiled. If they needed anything, I would come in and make sure they was okay. So being a healthcare provider at that time, it was really something that I enjoyed and that I loved. But once COVID hit, I had to make a decision to either, you know, my kids or my job. And of course, as a mother, I chose my kids.
I understand that. Okay. So, if there were any tips that you would share with other business owners that you just feel like they just need to know this, like you wish that they knew more about this, what would that be? What would you share with them? What tips would you give them?
When you have a business plan, do not write it in an ink pen. Use a pencil. When you have a business plan, do not use an ink pen, do not use a typewriter, a printer, use a pencil because you're going to want to change your business plan every 5 years because every 5 years you're going to grow your business. Your business may stay the same, your goals may stay the same, but the way that you go about it will always change. And that's what I would tell to anyone. So always use a pencil so that you can erase, so that you can revamp, so that you can continue on your journey in being the best business owner and entrepreneur that you could ever be.
I like that. Once at first I just found it funny, but then I was like, okay, I know she's about to say something about like how we have to adapt and adjust and all of that. So I that makes a lot of sense actually. I like that. So, for those who are our audio listeners, it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. But Symone can be found at www Magnificent LLC, and that's www.magnificentllc.com. And then her Instagram is podcast magnificent, and it's basically both of those words, podcast and magnificent, put together. Symone, before we wrap up, is there anything else that you'd like to share?
No, other than I hope y'all enjoy my performance at the BET Awards, and I am going to be at the Hip Hop Awards, and you're going to see me on the Super Bowl Awards next. So I hope y'all enjoy my music because I write it myself, and thank you for having me.
Look, we gotta circle back to this one more time though about the BET Awards. So do you know like as far as like at what time we should kind of look for you, or yeah, they haven't gotten as far as the show layout or
Mm,
anything, have you? Okay,
no.
because I'm gonna be looking for you. Like I interviewed her on the podcast show, so yeah, that's really
Yay!
exciting.
It
Yeah.
is. I'm very excited. I don't even
Okay.
know what to wear, so I'm looking forward to wear now. It's gonna be so much fun.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a major experience. Make sure you get like some behind the scene footage and stuff like that to show us on Instagram. Those of us who be tuned in and watching, and then also, yeah, you should do something like well, you already know, like doing a press release or just those sort of things. But yeah, definitely make big news about that. Well, okay,
Yeah.
Symone, thank you so much for joining me on CEO Chatter Live. It's been great speaking with you, and I'm just looking forward to seeing you on the BET Awards and wherever else you go next. And y'all also don't forget about her children's book that is also being released. And then it was one other project, wasn't
Um, I don't know.
it? Okay, well, y'all just be following Symone. All right, girl. Peace and blessings. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.
All right, y'all. So this was a really good episode. Symone and I connected on Instagram, and I was trying to understand more about what it is that she does, but I really learned like that she does a lot. And of course, anytime you say that you're a marketing agency, there may be different things that you kind of specialize in, or so it's always good to kind of get more, like ask some deeper questions so you can better understand like what services a person provides along the lines of marketing, because it's not just like a one size fits all sort of thing for those who don't know. Also, I just want to remind you guys that we're going to be in Dallas at the Herpreneur Experience. Our issue will be being released this week. I'm very proud of it, and just there definitely has a backstory to it. I'll be sharing that story one day at some point or another. But in the meantime, just stand by for the release of the new covers, because we've already kind of shared who the covers are. But in case you don't know, now you got to sit and you got to wait and see. So I'm looking forward to sharing all of that with you guys. And then also, don't forget, if you are vitamin D deficient, you have low iron, you like to take sea moss, any of those things, or you need new vitamins and supplements, don't forget to use my code Francesca20 for Black Girl Vitamins. And you all will receive a 20% discount whenever you shop and use my code. So again, thank you all for tuning in. Peace and blessings. And you all have a great Monday. There is a What's Going On segment that's going to be following this at 12:30. So you guys can also come back and tune in to that as well. Again, peace and blessings, and have a good day.